I am exhausted. I am tired. I am just, ugh. I really could just pass out. But even though I was up late editing videos last night, I decided I would get up early. Not as early as I planned, but early. I planned to get up when my husband got up. That did not happen. He got up. I said, wake me up when you get up. He did. I was like, I cannot even open my eyes. Like, no. I didn't go to sleep till 1 o'clock last night after I got done editing my video. Yeah. I was like, I've thought about it and no. So I'm going into Access and putting it in the crease and blending it up towards my brow bone. It's only about 6 o'clock right now. And I definitely could go back to sleep. Now I'm gonna go into Secure. Pop that in there too. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Prowl. My eyes are watering. Gonna deepen even further. Mixing a little bit of Abyss and Soda Pop from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Right here. I'm gonna take it on this tiny, tiny detail brush. And then I'm gonna go back in with this one. I'm not putting any product on it, I'm just blending it out. Just blending it out. Now remember, we've taken everything into the crease and gone up with it. We haven't put anything on our lid yet. So we want it to, I think we're gonna cut it out. Just blend it up. You don't want all the colors to mesh together, so don't muddy it up and blend it too far. Blend it just enough, then you get a nice, beautiful gradients. Now we're gonna try cutting our crease. We're gonna take a Tarte Shape Tape. That's what I always use, and I think it works best because it's nice and thick, so you get a very opaque application, but also it dries down really good. Some do not dry down the way I want them to, and then you just have a wet mess that you're waiting for. And you want to start at the bottom, or at least that's what I do. Start at the bottom and work my way along the lash line, and then slowly make my way up when some of the product's already been distributed, so that there's not as much and you can be more precise with your line towards the crease, and then it makes for a nice clean application most of the time. It's not always the case, but I found that true for the most part. And clean. I've noticed if I go to the top with a lot of product, then I'm stuck trying to blend it out evenly, and I get frustrated. If I look up, there's a lot of transfer. if I spread it out like this and I look up, then there's very minimal transfer, and it's a lot easier to fix. I'm going to take excess right there, same color we've been using. I'm going to pop that into the inner corner. This will also help because when you start putting a color on, it dries down the concealer that you put down. So it will help mattify, and then your eyelids won't be sticky. So just give yourself some time. Okay, now I'm going to go into Secure. Now I'm going to go into Smooth Criminal. Going fast, but it really doesn't take long to pick up the color and lay it down. And we're going to go into a little bit of Prowl. Yeah. Just pop that on the outer corner that you put in the crease. How does that look, guys? I like that a lot, actually. Alright, now that we got that done, I think we should put our face makeup on real quick. The e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Just take some on the back of my finger. Now we're going to take some Too Faced Born This Way. And really, you're going to want to use whatever primer and whatever foundation go best on your face. I have combo skin, but usually my face doesn't get that oily unless I'm doing a lot of strenuous work, so it just literally just depends on the day. Like we could have a very relaxed day at home, which means that you know, I won't be running around chasing after kids. It'll just be like a movie day, or you know, just one of those rare days where everything goes perfect, and it requires minimal effort as a parent. And if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. Don't sit there and be like, I always put in the most effort with my kids. I mean, I do too. It's just some days are easier than others. There are days that are like, wow. If every day could be like that, that would be fantastic. Thank you. And then there are days where you're like, I'm ready for my lovely child to go to bed so I can breathe, because I'm about to lose my bananas. I'm gonna go into the Tarte Shape Tape because I actually really enjoy the Tarte Shape Tape. I think it does very nicely. This is the first high-end concealer I've ever owned, but the drugstore ones that I usually use, I do my makeup a lot more frequent now than I used to, and this has lasted me all year. A bottle like this I'd have to buy like 3 or 4 times a year, which, considering the price, is not that expensive. That's Wet n Wild, so it's probably like $4, but you know, 4 times 4, or $4.99 would be like 5. 4 times 5 is $20. So literally almost the same price as if I'd just buy the other stuff. But actually the Wet n Wild concealer is the one that I so far prefer from the drugstore. I have tried the Maybelline, I've tried literally everything, the age rewind that everyone can raves about, and I like literally have only found that to work. I am trying this out. I just got it a few days ago. So far, it doesn't have very much coverage from what I can tell, and I don't think it dries down all the way. Like, I had it under my under eye, and I like touched for just a second, and like all of my makeup under my eye was gone, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go into my shade and light just because it's my favorite. So what do they do? I don't know how that goes, but yeah. Bahama. Ooh, it is not going the way I want it to. I do not have Ipsy anymore, but I used to get these samples in Ipsy, and it's not bad, but like, I wish I'd have known before I got it. I probably would have begged my husband to spend I know it sounds awful, but I probably would have begged my husband to spend a little bit more and just gotten Oxycharm instead, just because yes, there were some good products in Ipsy, and yes, there were some name brand, but a lot of them were brands I've never heard of, or I didn't like the product, or I just don't use. And I feel like, yes, some bags are really good. Like I love the hair masks and stuff that I got, but then other stuff is like, well, that was a rip. I don't like this highlighter. I have a highlighter in here that I got that I like literally never used because it just didn't look right on my skin, and then it melted, and I just haven't gotten rid of it because, I mean, but yeah, I just, kills me to throw it away, but it's like, you know, when am I gonna use that? I'm going in with the dirty brush that has the yellow on it. I'm actually gonna pick a little bit of that yellow up. Deepen it just a tad. We're gonna go into Secure. And then I'm gonna go into Prowl. I'm not actually picking up any product with this one. I'm just going in with that one that had Abyss and Soda Pop on it. So a little bit of brown, dark brown, black on it, and I'm just kind of deepening it up even further, but I'm not picking up any more product with it because I don't want it to get too dark, and so it's just what's left over on the brush from where I put it on the top in my crease. So take a little bit of Guilt Trip, and I might actually go into VIP because I'm not sure how bright this is. Like, yeah, it's not giving me the brightness that I want. So I'm gonna go into Yappy, pack her down. Line my water line. Okay. You can't tell because I put a lamp. I don't know. Now I need mascara. Yeah. Okay. I'll agree with you there. You're right. You're right. Ah. You let me forget. Ow! My elbow. I brought that side in way too far. Okay, it's about as even as I'm gonna get them. Alright everybody, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.